Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed, aka Brother Emmanuel, coming through with another video. And this particular video is based on a meme that I was looking at online. And me and my wife was having a conversation about this meme. And I thought it would be in great benefit to share this conversation with the general public. And if you all would like to chime in, hit the comment board up. But the meme reads, why do black men say they want black women to stop wearing weave but make fun of natural women? That's an excellent question. And it also points to a huge problem that we have within our community. And it also somewhat shows the great divide we have between man and woman. Now, I'm a firm believer that you have two different people. You got niggas and you got brothers, just like you got sisters and you got bitches. And I believe that it's niggas who have a problem with a black woman wearing her natural hair that the Most High gave her and basically displaying her natural beauty which the Most High intended. I believe it's straight up niggas who have a problem with that or find something funny about a black woman wearing her natural hair. Sada, what do you think about this meme? Share your thoughts.
Well, I thought the meme was true for one because there are a lot of men out there that will say they want somebody natural, but yet in that same breath they'll make fun of someone's hair and make fun of someone's body, and the opposite of that of natural is fake. So that must be what you're into. And then another meme that I had saw, it was along the lines of saying that, oh, some of these black women need to stop going natural because they're walking around looking like Fred Sanford. And when I looked at the comments, so many people were commenting and just saying disgusting, distasteful things about just women in natural hair. Yeah, it's nappy, and some of these people look crazy with their dry hair and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, how could you make fun of or say that about someone who about the hair that they grow out of their head, the way that they're intended to look? And instead of saying somebody's hair looks dry or nappy or whatever, how about if you have some products or some output as to things they could use, then why not say something like that? Why say something negative?
Right. That's a great point right there. So you as a woman who embrace her natural beauty, what would you say the pros versus the cons are in just embracing your natural hair and your natural beauty?
Well, a pro definitely would be financial. That's the number one pro, because I can say for myself, I used to wear bundles, which is the hair that you order offline, or I used to buy them from the hair store, and they would easily cost me over 300 at the least. That was considered a cheap bundle to me. $300 at least, and the most I spent was about $800 on hair, and that's ridiculous. And then as far as nails, heavy makeup, just a whole lot of money on a bunch of nothing. And so the pro is definitely financial. The pro is looking like myself. Like, I wear my natural hair. I love my hair. It's very healthy. Like, the fact that I'm wearing it, I take care of it, I moisturize it so it's healthy, it's strong. I look like myself. I wear very little makeup, so when I see myself, I see me. And when I was wearing weaves down to my behind and a face full of makeup and long nails, I don't know who I was seeing half of the time. And when it would be nighttime and I had to take all that stuff off, half of the time I didn't even look like myself. I don't know who I was trying to look like. And then the other pro is not having to deal with the Chinese people and the Arabs, because they're very rude. Like, they don't know how to talk to nobody. They don't have no customer service. They don't care about you. They don't do returns. They're very nasty. And it's like, where we pay their children's college tuitions to people who can't even so much as say thank you or be polite, treat you like a decent human being. And it's like, I don't have to deal with them anymore.
Well, I'm glad you pointed that out. That's a great point you just made. Because, throughout history and times of old during the Renaissance period, these are the same people, the Arabs, the Chinese, all of these people that we tend to ignore in our community, they had a huge part in our captivity as well. And they continue to play that role when they move into our communities and they're selling us stuff and we're buying from them and we're pretty much staying the tail and not the head. And we're pretty much paying their kids through college. And this message is definitely for those who claim to be pro-black. And I know it's a big rise of woke pro-black people out here. If you really pro-black, as you say you are, then stop supporting other nations. Everything you should support should be within your own people. So that's an excellent point. The economics behind it, that's a huge point right there. And not to mention, these people don't even treat you with any kind of common courtesy. So why even spend your money on that stuff? And then, just being a person that the Most High God intended you to be. And coming from a man's perspective, this is what real men want. Ladies, here's the real about the situation. If you continue to be artificial, what kind of guys do you think you're going to attract? You're going to attract fake guys. If you're fake, you're going to attract the fake. It's simple as that. It's really, really that simple. And a lot of women don't understand that, but they're walking around talking about how they want a real man, what a real man at, and all of that. But everything about you is fake. That's a problem. So as brothers, we got to learn how to support our sisters, support our women, and making a decision to get rid of the fake hair, get rid of the permed hair, get rid of the mass amounts of makeup, and just embrace their natural beauty. Asada, what would you say to a woman who is, I would say, getting fed up with wearing a weave, or maybe let's just say they're in some type of financial struggles, and you notice that a sister just continues to spend countless paychecks on weave and bundles and all of this stuff. What kind of advice would you give that person to make them feel, motivated to make that change from going from unnatural, synthetic to natural?
Well, one, I would just say confidence. One,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be your number one fan at the end of the day, and know that without that you wake up beautiful. That's one thing you have to know. And two, I would definitely, one thing that I did when I cut off my hair and went natural is I got off of social media, because that's a big thing. It's like when all you see on Instagram and all you see on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, everything is everybody with the long bundles and the long lace fronts and the long nails and all this makeup, highlight, everything, fake butt, fake boobs. That's all you see. It's like sometimes you just need to take a break from that to get back into reality, because that's not reality. That's not what that's even they don't really look like that. They paid money to look like that. So, you just got to take a second and get back into reality. So I took a big, long, huge break off of social media to get to just really know what real is again. Because sometimes you just get so wrapped up in fake, you don't even know what real is anymore. You just
Mm-hmm.
don't. Sometimes you just got to search for that. Like, do I even like this stuff? Or is it just because this is what I see?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, do that and just work on inward. Just work on you as a person and make goals. I'm not gonna, maybe I said this or I cussed a little too much yesterday. I'm not gonna do that today. I'm not gonna let that person take me there today. Or just make little goals and work on yourself inwardly. And I think that will definitely reflect outwardly.
Mm-hmm.
Like that will help you to get through, because it is a big change to, especially if you have to cut off your hair, it is a big change. And if you work on yourself inwardly, that will reflect outwardly. And all that goes together. Like you start working on yourself, drinking water, eating healthy, your hair is going to grow, like skin's going to get, everything about you is going to get good, better. And you'll just fall in love with yourself all over again, and yourself, your natural self. And also another thing I wanted to add too, is we just need to go back to complimenting each other. I mean, nowadays it's just you can't say anything to anybody. as women and men to women, just complimenting each other. Especially when you, as a woman, if you see somebody with their natural hair, that's something I always go out my way to do, because I have locks and they've gotten pretty long. But if I see somebody, especially with starter locks, and I remember how I felt when I first started mine, and they were so short and I had to cut my hair off, I'll just go out my way to be like, oh, you know, you look pretty, or oh, you know, your locks are gonna look so nice when they grow, or just something. You know, like, oh, you know, yeah, I know you at that. Then they'll be like, oh, yeah, I can't wait for mine to get to your length. Oh, they will, sis. They're gonna look so nice. You know, let's just compliment each other to make each other, because you know how it is. You know, to anybody know how it is to have their insecure days. So you don't know what you can be to somebody else just by saying they look nice, and it doesn't have to be have any ill intentions or anything like that. Just say somebody looks nice, and you never know what you could be doing for their day.
Absolutely. That is great advice. And I would just like to advise all you fellas out there to not be that guy. Do not be that guy in the meme that basically stops your woman or your sister or your wife or your daughter from embracing their natural beauty, man. Don't be that Uncle Tom coon Negropean guy who finds white supremacy more attractive than your sisters. Just don't be that dude, man. Don't think for a second that thick, kinky, natural hair is not beautiful. Don't think for a second that your women aren't the most beautiful women in this world. And I really wanted to point that out. And also, fellas, in this age that we're living in this time, the last days, in this Babylonian Sodom and Gomorrah satanic society, y'all need to realize, man, these women out here walking around with, you know what I'm saying, all of the weave and the makeup and all of that, man, all this artificial stuff on them. Listen, fellas, y'all don't even know what y'all dealing with. Y'all don't know, for one, what they gonna look like when all that stuff comes off. You're not gonna know what you dealing with. In fact, hell, nowadays you don't even know if you dealing with a woman or not, man. So don't get caught up out here being thirsty with these women walking around here who, you know, got all this makeup and everything on, man, because you don't know what you dealing with. Straight up. You dealing with a time where the gender lines are all skewed, man. Hell, it can be a damn robot under that damn thing. I'm just keeping it funky with y'all, man. We gotta basically, man, support the real. If you want, brothers, if you want a real woman, then you gotta embrace a real woman. Sisters, if you want a real man, you gotta embrace the real you. Because if you come in artificial, you're gonna get a fake guy too. And that's just what it is. But thank y'all for viewing the video. If y'all want more videos like this, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Thank you for your support and your subscription. With that being said, shalom and peace.